Hello friends, welcome to Science with me. My name is Dr. Erica. I am so excited that you are joining us during our Artsy Science or Science the Art unit. We have so much fun stuff, so make sure that you check out our YouTube channel, click subscribe so that you know when all of our fun projects are coming out, and you can always support us at patreon.com/rosieresearch. Today we are going to make our own Chihuly glass sculptures out of recycled plastics. It's going to be a lot of fun. Chihuly is a famous glass sculpturer that he makes all these amazing, beautiful things. It's like things that glass should not be able to be made out of. Lots of colors and fun. And we are going to do that today using just some recycled plastic. Now, different plastics will shrink more than other plastics. And you can look at this number on the bottom. This one's a number 1, which means it shouldn't shrink too much. A number 6 plastic should shrink a lot as it comes into your oven. You can shrink this either in your oven, in a toaster oven outside, because it can get kind of fumy. You could use a heat shrink gun if you have one of those at home. And the way this works is our plastics are all these really long chains of molecules, are called polymers. These really long chains are all tangled together, and as we press them into the plastic, as we press them into this blueberry tin, they can get stretched out more than they like to be, but they get cooled in that state, and it's like they're frozen there. And as we heat it up, we allow them to pull on each other and move around, and they sort of get nice and cozy and happy, and they get smaller because that structural pull on them is no longer there. And as a result, it shrinks. And now it might shrink in a wobbly fashion or a bubbly fashion or just a universal everything shrinks fashion. Totally depends on the type of plastic you use. But I think some of the fun is not knowing exactly what you're going to get out. So to do this project, you need your recycled plastics. You need some permanent colors, whatever colors you want. I'm just going to do some fun like checkers and stripes with black. I thought that'd be an interesting sculpture we can make, and some scissors. And what we're going to do is you're just going to cut into whatever pieces of the sculpture you would like to make. Now you can make any sort of sculpture, and we'll put the sculpture together after everything has been heated up and is its final form. So maybe I want to make some really like long, wavy pieces because maybe they'll curl. I have no idea but that could be really cool if they do. I'll do some long, wavy pieces here out of this. And I kind of want to check out like the 2 different types. So maybe I'll also use some of this blueberry tin. Now this is the same principle that if you get shrinky dinks, same thing is happening. That's why we heat up the shrinky dinks in our oven. All right, so I'll cut out some pieces here. And I'm gonna cut out this piece with a hole. Then I can see what the hole does, which is kind of cool. Might leave me with a cool spot to hang. And as everything shrinks, the holes will also shrink, so you want to be thoughtful about that. Maybe I'll make, ooh, that kind of looks like almost like a key. Maybe I'll make some sort of a triangular base that I can put all these long strips on. And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna start coloring it in however you want. So maybe I want some lines on this one. And you want the permanent marker so it doesn't wash off later. So I can just do some fun lines like that. Maybe I want to do some polka dots. And all these pieces, after I do the heating, then I will add them together into making a cool sculpture, which kind of creates a fun engineering project too. So I've got some polka dots on this one, maybe some swirliness. Whatever floats your boat. You can use colors if you want to use colors. That can be fun. I just thought it would be sort of interesting to try and make something that was all black and white. I think because Georgia's favorite color is black. She loves that color. So I was thinking of her when I was going for just the black. I'm gonna put some squares on this. Like that. Maybe I'll put some hearts on something else. And I can kind of think about, oh, maybe as I do this, in the end, I'll sort of put these things on here and maybe those will end up either smaller or curly or wobbly with some sort of interesting texture. I'll put some hearts over here. And then you're all done. All we're gonna do is we're gonna bake it. So you wanna set your oven to about 400 degrees, or in a toaster oven, just put it on high. If you have a heat gun, put that on high too. And you're just going to heat it up for 5-10 minutes. You could leave it in longer and see how does that change what you're doing. So now I have all sorts of different things here, and I'll just put those all on a piece of aluminum foil, put them in the oven, and when they come out, they'll be all different. Some will be much smaller, some will be a little bit smaller, some might end up with wobbly edges, and then you can glue those all together and make your awesome Chihuly glass sculpture. I am so excited to see what you guys make. We'll show you a picture of what we make at the end of this after we bake it. And I hope that you guys had fun making this project of learning a little bit about polymers and how they want to be nice and cozy together instead of stretched really far out, but how we can also freeze things into a certain shape, even though that's not really where it wants to be. And we can do that by heating it up, stretching it out, and cooling it down really fast. And we stretch it out by putting them in the molds to make these. It's pretty fun. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We will see you guys for our other projects of artsy science or science the art. You can always check this out at youtube.com/rosieresearch or at patreon.com/rosieresearch. Have a great afternoon. Bye, friends.